Assalamu alaikum viewers, welcome back to Motor Solutions with myself Zuhail Ashok and my special guest Mr. Abdul Samad Chaudhary Suhail. And our tonight's topic is RTA, honest RTA claims and vehicle servicing. So vehicle servicing নিয়ে আপনাদের কোনো প্রশ্ন থাকলে বা মেকানিক্যাল ফল্ট বা এনিথিং এনি টেকনিক্যাল ইস্যু যদি থাকে তাহলে আপনারা সুহেল ভাইকে প্রশ্ন করতে পারবেন। আর অনেস্ট ক্লেম এটা ভেরি ইম্পর্টেন্ট টপিক। ক্লেম যখন অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট যখন কারো হবে তখন সবসময় আপনারা অনেস্ট থাকার চেষ্টা করবেন, আপনারা অনেস্ট আনসার দিবেন। আপনারা কেউ যদি পার্সোনাল ইনজুরি ক্লেম করেন, আপনারা যখন মেডিকেল এক্সামিনেশনে যাবেন তখন আপনারা অনেস্ট ইনফরমেশন দিবেন। আর না হলে আপনাদের ক্লেম উইন করা খুবই ডিফিকাল্ট হয়ে যাবে। তখন আপনারা লয়ারদের সাথে মানে সলিসিটারদের সাথে আপনারা এমনিতেই আপসেট হবেন। আপনারা ভাববেন যে সলিসিটার আপনাদের ক্লেম সেটেল করতে পারতেছে না, বা আসলে কিন্তু ওটা সলিসিটারের দোষ না, আপনাদের দোষ হবে। যাই হোক, এটা নিয়ে আমরা আরও ডিসকাস করবো। দেখি মনে হয় একজন কলার লাইনে আছেন, দেখি কে আছেন লাইনে। কলার, আসসালামু আলাইকুম। হ্যালো, আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
হ্যালো, আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
ওয়ালাইকুম সালাম। কে কইরা কইতো না কইরা ভাইয়া?
জি, আমি পেট্রোল থেকে করি
মোহাম্মদ প্রশ্নটা করো ভাইয়া।
জি, আমি বক্সল আস্ট্রা চালাই ভাই, বুঝছেন, ট্রাভেল ডিজেল। আর গত 1 বছর ধরে there's a problem. The noise comes from the wheels underneath.
So noise come from where?
Underneath the wheels.
Underneath the wheels, okay.
Oh, yeah, the left wheels. It's like quite serious. It's like rocking noise and knocking noise.
Okay.
The thing is, I've been to mechanics for like 3 or 4 different mechanics, and they can't seem to find any problem. I don't know why.
What sort of noise? Is it like a knocking noise? Is it a vibration noise?
It's a knocking noise, a rattling knocking noise. It's quite serious. It's getting serious, like each by daily, like each time different noise.
If it's knocking noise you're describing, and the knocking noise is really bad, I'm surprised at how no one can pick this point up, because it's an obvious. It's knocking is always a mechanical. Something has gone wrong. That's why you get a knocking noise. Now it can't. Only area they will not pick this up if the knocking noise is coming what we call a D bushes on anti-roll bar. There's 2 bushes actually fitted on back of the engine, one on the left side, one on the right side of the engine, and it's actually hidden underneath the steering rack. A lot of people fail to discover these particular problems. When you take the car up on the ramp, and doesn't matter how much movement you create, you will not find a play, because more loads are actually put onto that particular bushes. That loads, the noise and the loads only becomes clear is when you're driving the car on the road. It's called D bushes on the anti-roll bar link arm on the near side. So I will say get that checked or get that replaced. Otherwise, it should be straightforward. It's going to be a suspension, noise, or maybe some sort of ball joint.
It shouldn't be that difficult, for any garage to diagnose that. So
can I say then what it is? Because they said to me it's not even drop planes. So I was thinking that.
I will say to you, look, whatever you're saying, if they've done basic check, get the anti-roll bar D bush replace. Okay, just say, look, anti-roll bar link, not drop link, anti-roll bar. There is a big massive arm, goes from one end from another end to the suspension, and it's called D bushes. Actually the bush looks like a D, which holds the anti-roll bar down. So every time you're driving you get knocking noise, and you will not, your naked eye will not see it. And when you take the car up on the ramp, you will not feel it. That's the only place you will not able to, unless you're an expert, you will pick this when you're driving. It's a D bush. Get that replaced, and I'm pretty much sure your problem will be cured. If it doesn't get cured,
do you think that will be even maybe the case of shocks of observer?
Look, if it's an internal issue, you could easily pick on. The shock is an obvious problem. If the shocks makes noise, anyone can pick this up. Any mechanic with a certain experience can do it. But the D bush, unless you're an expert, you will not get it. Look, the D bush itself is not very expensive. Maybe maximum £10 for the D bush, and maybe about another 20-30 pound labor to get it done. Get it done, replace it. If you still have no joy, get in touch with me, and I will try to help you. But I'm pretty much sure it's the D bush on the left side of the anti-roll bar link. Okay?
So basically I need to change the anti-roll bar on
no,
the left
anti-roll bar
right
D bushes. On the roll bar itself there is a D bush. Replace the bush.
Yeah, just remember, write it down.
Okay,
It's called D
thank you,
Bush.
brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Wassalam.
Thank you. Walaikum salam. Suhail bhai. So we couldn't obviously talk about the economic side of these new modern vehicles. Now, most of these manufacturers are offering free car servicing for up to 3 years, even 5 years as well. Some of the cars actually offering about 5-year servicing. Now, people also who doesn't have that advantage of free servicing. Now, most of these cars, obviously, the manufacturers recommends them to go to them for servicing. You said even before one of our show that, you know, if somebody are any garages, you know, I mean, if they are VAT registered, they can go to those garages and their warranty will still be valid.
Yes, if the car's under warranty, even with manufacturer's warranty, they can go to any local mechanical workshop, they're VAT registered, and get a service.
Right.
And that should
So
not affect their warranty.
I mean, how economic it is to go to a local garage rather than going to the main dealer? You know, what is the price difference?
Well, the price difference, I will say at least the local will be at least 40 to 60% cheaper. So obviously it's a big margin for anyone to go and use someone locally. But obviously whoever you're going to, make sure they're also equipped to service a new model vehicle.
Yeah, but some of the local garages, you know, I mean, a lot of our viewers actually, we got so many emails about car servicing, but they actually say when it comes to some local garages, when they go for the full servicing, okay, that's when they have some trust issue. Or the local garages, if they go for full servicing, it's not always about changing the oil and oil filter. Okay, it's far more than that. But a lot of these garages actually don't do any health checks.
See, what I recommend, and what a lot of people should be doing as a workshop, it's when a car comes into you, say if the car is 2 years old and it's done 20,000 miles, you need to basically, at the moment, everything's in the computer. So you have a data system, you log online, live data system, and you put the mileage, registrations, and you ask for service needs to be done. The computer will give you a printout sheet, what needs to be done at that particular mileage and that particular year. And you just follow the instruction and job.
Now, they know that, but the garages who actually takes the car in the garage for servicing, they don't actually do some particular health checks, or they on a paper they will just tick, everything is done. But in reality, we have some complaints about some garages. You know, I mean, I'm not going to name anybody, but they don't actually do the checks.
Well, I will recommend in that case, if there is a trust element there, and if you think there's a problems, always go to a body where are registered and monitored by certain body. For argument's sake, what do you call it? Federation of Small Businesses. That's one. There is a good garage scheme is another one, and they've actually, they have a code of conduct. There is a code of conduct that needs to follow. So if something does go wrong, something you're not happy about, there is an authority out there that you can complain and say, look, I'm not happy with that. Can you have a look at this or take care of this? And they will.
FSA don't do any monitoring though.
Federation of Small Businesses, they don't do monitoring, but there is organization basically. If something does goes wrong, there is someone you can talk to. You don't need to go to particular garage and argue and say, look, I'm not happy with your service. This is why Federation of Small Businesses out there, that I'm very good, connected with Federation of Small Businesses, and we have a regular conversation of how things are developing and what sort of problem they face. So if there's anything like this, at least you can speak to a third party and get that dealt with properly.
Thank you, sir. Well, let me take another call. Hello, caller. Assalamu alaikum.
আমি একটা কোশ্চেন করতে চাইছিলাম।
বলেন ভাইয়া, প্রশ্ন আপনার নামটা মনে হয় শামীম ভাই।
নামটা হলো শহীদুল ইসলাম ভাই।
জি, আপনার প্রশ্নটা বলেন।
প্রশ্নটা হলো, আমার গাড়ি হলো টয়োটা ইয়ারিস। কিছুদিন আগে আমার গাড়ি সার্ভিসিং করাইছি। সার্ভিসিং করার পর আমি আমার ব্রেক প্যাডটা চেঞ্জ করছি। ব্রেক প্যাডটা চেঞ্জ করার পরে চালানোর পরে একটা নয়েজ সৃষ্টি হয়, যেমন আয়রন ঘর্ষণ করলে যে নয়েজটা, এই নয়েজটা আমার গাড়ির থেকে হয়। কেউ বলতেছে নতুন ব্রেক প্যাডের কারণে এটা নয়েজটা, কিন্তু আমার কথা হচ্ছে যখন আমি ব্রেক ধরি তখন এই নয়েজটা হবে, কিন্তু ব্রেক না করলেও অন্য সময় এই নয়েজটা হয়। কি কারণে এই নয়েজটা, এটা আমি বলতে পারছি।
তো নয়েজটার কারণ হলো, আমি বলি আপনাকে ভাই, আপনি যখন ব্রেক প্যাডটা চেঞ্জ করছেন, ব্রেক ডিস্কটা কিন্তু চেঞ্জ করেননি। সো ইট ইজ an old disc with a new pads. তো ডিস্কের মধ্যে একটা লিপ আছে, because the disc is also worn. So this brake pad will have to cut itself into original shape, and then this noise will go. So you, if you আপনার যখন ব্রেক প্যাড চেঞ্জ করছেন আপনি কি ওদেরকে বলছিলেন কি আপনার আমার ওই মিনিমাম যে থিকনেসটা আছে এই ডিস্কের মধ্যে ওটা মেজার করতে বলছিলেন?
না না ওইটা বলি নাই
হ্যাঁ, তো obviously my feeling is that the disk is worn to the minimum level, that's why the noise is there. If you change the disk and the pads at the same time, this noise will not be there. So it's causing.
আমার কোশ্চেনটা হলো ভাইয়া যে আমি যখন ব্রেক করব তখন নয়েজটা আসার কথা কিন্তু
No, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. আপনি ব্রেক করলে ব্রেক মানে আপনি যখন ব্রেক করবেন তখন কি ব্রেকে আর ডিস্কে কন্ট্যাক্ট হয়, দে আর অলওয়েজ ইন কন্ট্যাক্ট টুগেদার। স্পেশালি আপনি যখন এই নতুন প্যাডস লাগাবেন আর পুরোনো ডিস্কে, দ্যাট ক্রিয়েটস basically a gap between the disk and pads, but it will still continue to touch the disk. So this is why your problem is actually on the disk. So change the disk and your problem will be cured.
Thank you ভাইয়া।
ওকে থ্যাংক ইউ
থ্যাংক ইউ। আশা করি আপনার আনসার পাইছেন। রিটার মনে হয় সোহেল ভাই দ্য ব্রেক the pad যেটা এটা obviously মনে হয় if he keeps driving I mean after certain period of time
should go.
Yeah,
should go.
okay,
but sometimes it doesn't because depends how much of the lip has created.
But the garage that he went to, I mean, if they see any serious problem with the disc, they would have recommended that.
The problem is this: we have a habit of going to workshop and say, "Can you please replace my brake pads?" You don't even go and say to them, "Can you please inspect my brakes?" Because majority of the workshop anywhere in the country does free brake inspection, and this is what everyone needs to know. You can go to any workshop and say, "Can you please do my brake inspection?" and it's done for free. So if it is the case, why don't you get a proper full brake inspection done? Let them give you a report. Let them tell you what's wrong, because the brake is the most important parts of the vehicle. You want to make sure that doesn't matter what else is wrong right in the car, the brake is something that needs to be there perfectly. So that's it really, as simple as that.
Yeah, so we'll talk more about brake discs. It's very important that you touched on this issue. People have serious problem of understanding this, so we'll talk about this. Let's take a break and we'll talk about this again after the break. দর্শক, সময় হয়ে গেল আরেকটা বিরতি নেওয়ার। বিরতি থেকে আসার পরে আপনাদের সাথে আবার কথা হবে। So see you shortly after the break.